So today we're going to talk about load. What is load? When we're talking about load, we're talking about weight. And now people injure their back when they go to pick up a specific weight. And there's two issues with this. One, are your muscles prepared enough to handle that load? Two, are you in the correct biomechanical position to pick up the load? So if one of those are off, you can get injured. If both of them are off, then you can definitely cause severe injury to the spine. Now, this is extremely important to understand. So to understand how the body works, we want to think about our brain connected to our body, right? We want to do it in the right patterns. So now, here's the thing. We have a load, right? If I don't have the muscular strength to bear this load in my hand, my muscle force must be greater than the actual weight force to be able to lift it up and down. So as it goes down, my muscle force is less than the weight. So I'm connecting my brain to my biceps. When I lift it up, I'm creating more force. On the way down, I'm creating less force. And I'm in voluntary control of this movement. Now the same goes for your back. So if you're trying to prevent back injuries, then you want to move correctly. And so the first thing we need to do is make sure that we're hip hinging. So locking the shoulders back, pushing the hips forward, and then repeating. Pushing the hips back and forward. This is the correct movement pattern. Now where injuries occur is where the weight, the load, starts to go out in front of the body, and this weight, which is 25 pounds, ends up 250 pounds of force in my lower back. The further I hold it out, the more the force increases. So keeping the weight close to the body, pushing the hips back, picking the weight up properly, but this is why strength training is so important. Ensuring that your nervous system and your muscles are strong enough to pick up the weight that you're about to encounter. Repetition of strength training to prepare yourself to increase the load is what's necessary. What happens is all throughout people's lives, they're moving incorrectly and they're picking up weights incorrectly. Now, they might not feel pain so much then and there, but you're now preparing yourself for a slip disc, a bulging disc, more damage, more inflammation, and eventually your discs will wear out faster, and then you go to the doctor and he tells you you have degenerative disc disease, which could be a combination of bad movement, bad diet, systemic, chronic inflammation, etc. But we can reverse that. That's the most important thing to know, that there is a solution. So the solution is, one, removing all the things that is causing you pain. So starting to move correctly, right? Starting to strengthen the muscles around your lower back, your hips, your pelvis, loosening up certain muscles. That's what our whole Back Pain Relief for Life program is all about, stretching the tight muscles, strengthening the weak muscles, mobilizing certain joints, stabilizing other joints, and therefore you now move better. You're more connected with your mind. You're more stable in your abs. You're able to fire your abs. You're able to stabilize your back when you do pick something up. If you can't stabilize your lower back while you pick something up, you're going to flex the spine, and this is where damage can occur. So, things to remove. Again, bad movement patterns, excessive weight that you can't lift, right? Prepare for the load. Activating your nervous system when you do go to lift something up. Don't just, lackadaisically go to pick up the weight. You got to set your feet, plant your feet, push into the ground, kind of get your stance, get ready. Think about you're going to pick up 500 pounds. That will activate your nervous system. This is a technique I use with my clients. I say, hey, pretend like you're going to pick up 500 pounds and then go to pick it up. Mentally, you will activate your nervous system and you'll pick it up like it's a feather if it's only 40 pounds because you're preparing for 500 pounds. So it's a mental game. Now, the more repetition you do this, the more you'll support your spine, the more you'll help the body heal. Now, if you have damage already, Back Pain Relief for Life is the program that you want to use to now create more suppleness in the discs. And you can heal the discs. You can make them more supple. It's not just an end game where, okay, I have degenerative discs and they're just going to get worse and worse and worse. The body knows how to heal intuitively if you give it what it needs. So good movement, good food, good thinking, good mindset, reduced inflammation, and you will see your back pain decrease and be eliminated. And I was there. I've been there before. That's why I'm telling you now, because I know now how to get myself out of pain and prevent pain for the future, for the rest of my life. It's one of the most valuable things that I have. I can teach other people how to do it. And it's fairly simple once you know these basic things. So I hope this video helps. If you like it, go ahead and comment, share, etc.